Hey guys, it's VS Lighting or Doom VS here. I'm doing a commentary over one of Doom Turkey's gameplays, a pretty good one in my opinion, something you don't see very often. It's actually a hardcore double KEM strike on Freight using the support package. He's running SATCOM, Ballistic Vest, and the Oracle. So it's a pretty great gameplay. If you enjoy this, and be sure to check out the other ones over on his channel. The link will be in the description, as will mine if you enjoy the commentary. But as you guys probably know by now, over on my channel, you're just going to be expecting just commentaries basically, because my gameplays aren't near anything of what Turkey's are. So if you enjoyed the commentary, be sure to check my channel out if you enjoy the gameplay, which I'm sure you will because it's very unique and it's great. It's really great. The first KEM is like 2 minutes long, so you should enjoy it. But be sure to check his out. I do have a topic to talk about, but before I get to that, I want to mention something that you guys might not know about. It's actually a part of Doom that I think needs more exposure, and that would be the graphics design channel. The link will be in the description hopefully, but over there a lot of the graphics people from Doom do speed art and tutorials on graphics. So if you're into that sort of thing, then head on over, and even if you're not, then you can still head over because they do giveaways from time to time of graphics packages that you guys can win and get free avatars and banners and stuff like that, and they do great work, so check that out. But what I want to talk about today is what I think would expand Ghost's life cycle, because a lot of people don't like it already, a lot of people don't play it. Me personally, I don't play it that often, and there's one big reason for that. The biggest one to me is the maps. The maps are a complete turn-off on this game. They're just way too big. They're not enjoyable for me, and that's when I imagine playing the game, when I want to get on it and I have the urge not to. It's because of the maps. That's what instantly comes to mind. I love the guns, I love the specialists, and the the support package is alright. The assault I don't ever really use, but it's mostly the maps. That's the biggest problem. It's not even the IEDs or the dogs. I can stand those. I don't have too much of a problem with those myself, but the maps are just gosh awful. They're way too big, they have a weird layout, and if they had better maps like MW3 maps or Black Ops 2 maps even, or Modern Warfare 2 maps is what I like the best, which there was actually I think one that might be in this game. Some people have said that Sovereign's a little bit like High Rise, which I've kind of noticed just from the overview of the map, and that's kind of interesting, but it's still not High Rise, so it's not exactly the same map. But these maps are just awful. There's only like 2 or 3 maps I like, Strike Zone and Tremor off the top of my head, and the Tremor thing on Tremor is kind of annoying where it shakes, the earthquake. I don't really like that, but I guess that's kind of some of their dynamic map effects or whatever you want to call it. The one map, what is it, Prison Break, that's not too bad. Siege is alright depending on what game modes, but all in all, for Domination and Blitz, these maps just aren't that good. I do like Freight too because it's a bit smaller. It is kind of a weird layout. I have trouble rushing from one side of the map to the other when the spawns flip, just because there's always somebody watching that middle B-dom spot, because there's so many buildings that just overlook that area. And that's probably the worst part about that map, but otherwise it's pretty decent. Sometimes you can get away with just running underneath, even though I usually run into somebody under there. But if they fix the maps, I think that would solve a lot of issues with this game. It would make me want to play it a lot more. I've been playing a lot of other games lately just because of the maps. That's pretty much it. They need to fix that. So I think they should add that, and if they want to make this game a little bit more fresh, if they want to keep the life cycle longer, then they should add more guns, which they're going to. If you guys haven't heard, I think they're adding the MP7, the AK-47, so 2 good guns from past games. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, but if it has, then that'll help out. New guns mean new KEM strikes with, doubles with the MP7 and different game modes and different maps, which would bring more variety to the game. I like the AK-47 as a gun. I wasn't sure why they didn't put it in the first place, but it would make sense if they planned on bringing it in with a DLC. And I really hope that they bring some small maps in with the next DLC or future DLCs, because as I previously mentioned, that's the biggest issue. But they should add, I think, a couple more guns, hopefully, besides just the MP7 and the AK-47. If they add some other guns in each DLC, then that'd be great. And that's pretty much the biggest thing with this game, is just the maps, which I just keep coming back to that because that's the thing I have the biggest problem with. And if they want to help the game a little bit better, then they should nerf the IDs and the dogs that people don't like. I think they're supposed to nerf the snipers, but to me they haven't felt really different from what I've played. If I remember right, I read the patch notes and they were supposed to come out on the 23rd, like the ADS was supposed to be a little bit different, and snipers weren't supposed to receive as much of a benefit from the focus perk. So if that's been changed, it hasn't really felt like it, and you know, they're kind of working on some of the issues, it seems like, which is good. It's something that the people at Black Ops 2 and Treyarch didn't really seem to work on. They didn't really listen to the community, but it seems like some of the people over at Infinity Ward are trying to with the heavy duty game mode, so that's really great. I like seeing that stuff. It's a little encouraging, and hopefully they'll listen and bring some smaller maps and some better guns, which really the gun balance is really not that bad in this game. It's really not. I don't think there's really any overpowered gun aside from maybe the marksman rifles and the MSBS, which that itself got a nerf shortly after the game released. So again, it seems like Infinity Ward is kind of listening to the people in the community and what they buff and nerf. I don't know why I was going to say burf, but what they buff and nerf. So hopefully they continue to do that and make the game a better game with better maps, better guns, and just kind of keep it balanced overall. I think they did a good job on the specialist. It's kind of too bad that they didn't make it so that you get every single perk in the specialist bonus, but I understand that. I think I might have talked about that in a past commentary, but that's pretty much it, guys. This commentary is wrapping up pretty fast, so if you enjoyed it, well, just like it anyway. I was about to do the commentary for the outro for my own commentary on my personal channel, but like the video to support Doom, and you know, favorite it if you really enjoyed it. Be sure to check out Turkeys on my own channel if you enjoyed the gameplay and commentary respectively, and I will catch you on my next commentary here on the Doom Clan channel.